Good morning, good morning, good morning. Our devotion today is called Heart Alchemy, and we'll begin with our affirmation. Today, I will use love and forgiveness to transmute negative experiences into positive lessons. So the first paragraph here talks about alchemy being the process of transmuting one substance into another, particularly converting base metals into gold. Now, probably the first time any of us was aware of this process was in the fairy tale Rumpelstiltskin, where he spun straw into gold. And so, but that's really what the process is. It's basically just taking something that is of less value and turning it into something that is more valuable. And we have the ability to do that because we have the ability to create for ourselves. So what this is basically saying is anything that comes into our lives that we view as negative, we have the power to turn it into something positive. It says, as we know, the antivenom used to stop the effects of a snake bite is made from the venom itself. Many vaccines contain a little part of the virus or the disease they're trying to prevent. There are a number of substances that contain both healing properties and poison. And medicine given in the wrong dosage or handled improperly can make you very ill or even kill you. So what this is saying is that there are a lot of substances that contain both things. Handled the wrong way or given too much of it can be deadly or make you sick. But if you take the good medicinal part out, it heals you. So the end of this says, in order to get to this part of the part that is medicinal, you've got to take the poison itself and somehow separate that out or strip away the harmful part, okay? So that is very similar to this process of alchemy. You have to distill an essence down to the good part of it and then get that out and only keep that part. We talk a lot about the fact that when you have a story that you've been told about your life or that has been created, you can lose the story but keep the lesson. So the very last paragraph talks about that we do this, the way that we do this in our hearts is, and in our lives, is by distilling whatever the issue is down to its in essence, or more accurately, neutralizing it with our pure essence, which is love. Love is the only thing that can transmute something that was meant for evil into good. And before we read our ending prayer, I just want to read one little short passage from the teaching I did this past a couple of Tuesdays ago, where we talked about divine love being used as a neutralizing force. Like when you're driving a car and you're in one gear, like you're going forward, you can't just immediately start to go backwards. You have to go through that gear that is called neutral. So sometimes when you want to change directions, you can't just shift from one to the other immediately. You've got to neutralize first, and then you can head in another direction. And the way we neutralize is through divine love. Listen to this. It says, divine love neutralizes. Many mystics speak of neutrality as an expression of enlightenment. Not to be mistaken for cold detachment, neutrality is the energy of equanimity, spaciousness, and absolute acceptance. Whatever it is could turn out to be good or could turn out to be bad. But right now, it is what it is. And we love it all, here and now. That's neutrality. Divine love turns everything back into love. This is the homecoming of spirit, and this is how transformation happens. We can train ourselves in the way of divine love. This is really what we're doing every day on this planet. We can learn love, we can become love. We become skilled in love by waking up to the fact that we are interconnected with all life. And the goal is simple: learning to be better and better at loving. So that is how we transform anything that is negative into a positive lesson for ourselves. Let's end with our prayer today. God of transformation, help me understand today that I have the power to alchemize any harmful emotion that comes up in me through the power of love. Amen.